Greetings, fellow countrymen and women. I am your friend, your brother, your uncle, your host, Zaike. From any part of the world you're watching me right now, may the peace of the Lord be with you. Today, I want to talk about the dollarization of political party primaries in Nigeria. Please join me in confronting a cancer eating deep into the heart of our democracy. Across the country, nations, in particular Nigeria, we have been troubled by disturbing allegations, claims that public funds running into tens of billions of naira were diverted, particularly in the 2022 general election primaries, to finance presidential ambitions. Allegations that a vice presidential ticket carried an astronomical price tag, and reports that party screening processes were allegedly influenced by billions paid behind closed doors. These may still be allegations until proven, and it is the duty of investigative and judicial institutions to establish the truth. But regardless of how individual cases end, they expose a far more troubling reality. Our system of party politics have become dangerously corrupted by money. This systemic failure threatens not just political parties, but the very foundation of Nigeria's democracy. When citizens hear that resources meant for hospitals, schools, roads, and security may have been channeled into political campaigns, the sense of betrayal is profound. When party structures appear to reward wealth over integrity and influence over competence, we must acknowledge that something is fundamentally wrong with the way we are doing things in Nigeria. Now let's look at the devastating consequences of money in Nigerian politics, especially the party primaries. Number one, money in Nigerian politics robs the public treasury. Funds allegedly diverted into campaigns translate directly into abandoned projects, decaying infrastructure, and worsening living conditions for ordinary Nigerians. This is very common in almost all the states in Nigeria. Let's take an example, the case in Akwa Ibom State, a hospital that was supposed to be a first-class hospital built by the then Governor Ababio. Where is it today? Even when Ababio was sick, he couldn't even go to the hospital he claimed to have built and equipped. He was flown abroad. Thank God he survived his sickness and is doing better. Honestly, I wish him well. But these are typical examples that we know. An investigation panel has already gone into the hospital, and they found out that it's only the ground floor and the second floor that was painted and coated with practically no equipment inside it. Yes, the building is lying fallow. Number two, money in Nigerian politics silences genuine leadership. Talented, honest, and capable Nigerians are crowded out because They cannot compete in a system where nomination tickets are sold to the highest bidder rather than earned through qualification and service. Number three, money in Nigerian politics erodes democratic legitimacy, making people believe leaders were both not chosen. Trust in elections collapses, cynicism grows, and the citizens disengage from civic life. You see at the state, some people say, after all, they will still do the normal thing. They're no more interested. These are the results. This damage does not stop at party primaries. Money in Nigerian politics follows candidates into government. Those who spend obscene sums to secure tickets often see public funds not as a trust, but as an investment to be recovered when with interest through contracts, patronage, and of course, corruption. This is why state governors, past and present, frequently sit at the center of Nigeria's political crisis. The concentration of power and resources in their hands, combined with weak internal party democracy, has turned many state structures into personal political machines. And because these practices have become normalized, accountability is often delayed until power is lost, if it ever comes. My fellow countrymen, this cannot continue. If we are serious about restoring our democracy, we must confront the root of this problem, which is the way political parties nominate their candidates. This is the core of the problem. Yes, practical alternatives can be taken by returning power to the people. And how do we do it? Number one, we must replace delegate dominated primaries with direct participation of party members. Yes, every registered party member, not a small hand-picked group like local government chairman of parties and all. No, should have the right to vote in primaries. With secure membership registers and transparent voting system, technology can significantly reduce manipulations and vote buying. The second point is this: open or semi-open primaries should be encouraged by law, allowing registered voters, not just party insiders, to participate in candidate selection will weaken the grip of money bags and force aspirants to appeal to the broader electorate rather than a narrow circle of delegates. That's why you see they say it's dollarization of party primaries, where money is given to a few, they go there and pick whoever they want. The result is what we are suffering today. The third thing again is citizen-driven nomination and independent candidacy models must be strengthened. Nigerians should be clear, realistic pathways, to have clear and realistic pathways to nominate candidates directly through verifiable signatures across constituencies without being trapped by party gatekeepers captured by money. The fourth one now is strict and enforceable limits on campaign and primary spending must move from paper to practice. Spending caps means nothing if violations attract no real consequences. Parties and candidates who breach these rules should face disqualification, not symbolic fines. The fifth, public funding tied to internal party democracy should be introduced. Parties that conduct transparent primaries, publish audited accounts, and demonstrate inclusive participation should receive limited public support, while OPEC cash driven parties should receive nothing. Now, the sixth, community based candidate selection should be encouraged. Candidates should emerge from ward and local government level consultations where the communities assess aspirants based on integrity, competence, and service, not financial muscle. This bottom to up approach reconnects leadership with the people it seeks to serve. In every community, we know each individual, we know his or her capability in villages, in clans. So anybody coming out from there, the people already know that this is the person that is worth going there. Of course, they will not be stupid to go and pick somebody that they know will do nothing for them. Finally, law enforcement and anti-corruption agencies must act in real time, not in hindsight. Waiting until after elections to investigate alleged abuses only entrenches impunity. Political finance crimes must be treated with the same urgency as other threats to national stability. So, what is our way forward in this? The allegations and counter allegations we hear today and the denials that often follow reveal one unavoidable truth. Our current political system is seriously flawed and broken. But history also teaches us that systems can change when citizens refuse to be silent. We must push for laws that clearly criminalize the use of public funds for political campaigns, backed by severe and certain penalties. We must strengthen independent anti corruption institutions and protect them from political interference. Most importantly, we must participate within parties in civil society and as voters by demanding transparent accountability and reform. Democracy is not merely about holding elections, it is about meaningful choice. And choice becomes an illusion when money predetermines outcomes. If we allow this system to persist, we will keep recycling the same faces, the same failures, and the same excuses, but while expecting different results. Nigeria does not lack capable leaders. What we lack is a political process that allows them to emerge without selling their conscience or mortgaging the nation's future to the highest bidder or bidders. The struggle against money politics is not a war against individuals alone. It is a struggle against a culture. And cultures change when citizens insist on better, institutions refuse to be complicit, and laws are enforced without fear or favor. Let us therefore commit ourselves to rebuilding a nomination process in the party primaries that reflects the true will of the people. One vote, one voice, and not one wallet, one winner. Only then can leadership in Nigeria return to what it ought to be, a call to service and not a commercial transaction, for God's sake. Finally, fellow Nigerians, should you now say that you should leave any of the candidates seeking the presidency alone? Of course not. How can we possibly look away from a person aspiring to lead this country, knowing that such an individual would hold the power to shape their lives, security, and future of over 230 million citizens, a population that over almost 70% are youths? It is not only right but necessary that Nigerians from all walks of life scrutinize, question, closely examine, every move, statement, and record anyone who seeks the highest office in the land. Vigilance is not hostility, it is civic responsibility. Democracy demands informed citizens, not silent spectators. And this has particularly has to do with our businessmen, the so-called traders who are only interested in selling, buying and selling, especially amongst my Igbo brothers and sisters. They are only interested in what they sell and thinking that their small money they make and build their domain is enough for them. They are forgetting one thing, that the politicians you refuse to put the right people there are the people that will take decision to demolish your shops. They take the decision to throw you away anytime they want. They take the decision. Why? Because you sit down and do nothing. You are only egocentric, centered about yourself. And when criminals come to power, they will rob you of all you have gotten. At the end of the day, all you end up doing is to start committing suicide. I'm not trying to say anything wrong about people that died of the fire incident or whatever. But I tell you, if you participate in the democratic process to put the right person that you're convinced to be there, some decisions that are taken right there within your market when you're sleeping in the house will not be taken because you know who you put there. Yes, you might give reason that, oh, they will kill me, they will kill your family. What are you sitting down doing? Whether you like it or not, if they still want to kill you, they will kill you. And once those criminals still come to power, they will still kill you. History has shown us that evil thrives not because it is wrong, but because good people choose apathy. Our long years of nonchalancy are precisely what have emboldened corrupt and accountable politicians and unaccountable politicians to loot our common patrimony with confidence and impunity. Silence had never protected Nigeria, it has only deepened our wounds. It is therefore encouraging to see Nigerians become more engaged, asking questions, challenging the inconsistencies, and demanding transparency for those who wish to govern them. This renewed civic awareness is not a threat to democracy, rather, it is a lifeblood that every Nigerian must be involved. Let us not keep quiet. Let us not remain let us remain alert. Let us be vocal and uncompromising our demand for integrity and accountability from our leaders. The Nigerian presidency is too powerful, and the consequences to Nigerians to look the other way. Our collective future depends on our willingness to pay attention, depends on our willingness to speak out, depends on our willingness to refuse to accept criminality dressed up as leadership. Thank you. And may Nigeria rise above the politics of money to the politics of purpose. Until I come again your way, Nigeria deserves better, and a new Nigeria is indeed possible.